Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth, aka a black screen temporarily. We're due for an Eve run today, if I remember correctly. And we're making some pretty good progress around the horn here. I've got to admit, like, I'm pretty excited about how we are doing right now. Curse of the Blind scares the shit out of me. Cricket's head is amazing. Let's finally look at our seed. FVZ8 XNSF. Good damage. Great damage if we can get into the Whore of Babylon state, although now, like, I'm going cross-eyed from the intricacies of this already, because Cricket's head is a damage multiplier, but I believe Whore of Babylon is either 1.5 times damage or damage plus 1.5. And if it's damage plus 1.5, then that's great. If it's damage times 1.5, Whore of Babylon doesn't give us that much, but we're gonna go for it either way, like 100% either way. For now, though. Let's just be happy with the fact that we got a damage upgrade that affects us even if we're not in the Whore of Babylon state. And, we will just move ourselves as far away from disaster here as we possibly can. Takes us to our second scent. I do want to walk on it. I wish I didn't. I wish I had the power to silence the avaricious beast inside of me, but I don't, okay? I don't know how to fight it, so I'm going to try to get a Spirit Heart before we walk on it. Just because we need a little bit of extra survivability depending on what boss we're facing. That is exactly what I'm hoping for there. It helps if you pick up the bomb before you drop it, I think. One Spirit Heart is just enough to be scary, but still probably comfortable. I really wish that we'd gotten another consumable out of that right there, but it's okay either way. This should give us some pretty incredible stats for the very first floor. Damage in particular, assuming it works the way I think it works. Probably 2 hitting these guys. Yeah, that's pretty good. Normally you're looking at like 4 hitting, so, you know, I can't necessarily say we've got double the damage that we would normally have, but we've got a really, really nice baseline here that we can work from in the future. I mean, as you can see, we're destroying Famine. It's going to be one of the quickest first floors, especially considering we've actually done everything. That was under 2 minutes there. So we'll head down to our next floor with 3 cents and 1 key. Remaining on the cellar, which is a little bit scary in terms of, like, the bosses that we could be fighting. But for the most part, I'm feeling really good about this, you know? One of the easiest defenses to enemies or bosses like the Haunt and Fistula is just having a lot of damage. Fistula in particular, you'd like to have maybe piercing shots as well, but we do not have piercing shots. Maybe we can make it happen. Whore of Babylon, little known effect, well, little spoken about effect. Bombs are key. I don't like that very much. Little spoken about effect with Whore of Babylon is the extra speed upgrades, which really are going to help me out on that Super Lust fight, but we made it out of there. I got Yum Heart. I don't really want Yum Heart, but, you know, there is a chance it'll save me, but for now, I'm going to just intend not to use it, which I know, yeah, classic. Pick up an item you don't intend to use defense, but for real, like, I don't really gain much out of it. Thank you for not being full health at the very least. You know, Amnesia's not my favorite pickup there, but at least it didn't ruin my Whore of Babylon state. Got some more Spirit Hearts, so we're definitely not going to die on this floor. I worry a little bit about maybe missing item rooms because of our inability to see where the heck we're supposed to be going, but Golden Key will resolve that. Poison Touch is not really what I'm looking for, but now we've got all of the, you got the Lust combination here. We got Poison Touch and Yum Heart. I don't really want either of them, but we got both of them. If you're gonna have one, you might as well have both just for shits and giggles, I suppose. I am gonna take the Spirit Heart. I'm not gonna buy anything else. Just want to make sure, you know, we've got a good amount of HP in case we end up trading all of it away to our deal with the devil here, which I think is fairly realistic and probably even desirable. And we're fighting Pin. This is just like a really, really nice Christmas present for us here. It came early this year, like Denise Richards in The World Is Not Enough. We'll take, oh shit, Christmas didn't come early, sorry. I thought Christmas only comes once a year. Damn it! Made myself look like a poser. Anyway, we got 9 lives, great item. Put us in permanent Whore of Babylon state for now. As long as we don't get any HP that we don't necessarily want, we should be good to go here. I mean, we're already... Why not, right? We're so far ahead of the curve time-wise. We're already balling out of control on damage. The effects of that will be minimized as the game goes on, unless we pick up even more damage to go along with it. But for now, I'm pretty excited about the situation we find ourselves in. All we need to do is stay the course, and then we can look ahead to that Samson run and be like, you know what? 22 wins, we're getting there. We'll have as many wins as there are jump streets. I know that doesn't make any sense because there have actually been less than 22 jump streets. Obviously, it's just a name, but still, you get the idea. Shouldn't have blown up this one because it could have been like a Hanged Man card or something in there. And it fucking was. Tell you what, I'll take 2 of spades right now, and then we'll use Hanged Man to get into the curse room. So we might as well use Hanged Man right now. Was it the ideal outcome? No, you could have handled that a different way. Maybe we could have gotten 5 keys instead of 2 keys out of this, but we got 2 keys and saved a Spirit Heart, all for the low cost of 2 bombs. Half a Spirit Heart, whatever. Same difference if I'm gonna go full, you know, Clarissa Explains It All 90s here. And I would like to. That also could be our secret room right there, in which case, you know, we really should have just bombed our way into the curse room and saved the Hangman card to get a different consumable elsewhere. But it's okay. Let's try. I think it's worth a try. It is indeed right there. Well, we save 1 bomb by doing this, by having spent the Hanged Man card, but it isn't the right course of action. But that's okay. You know, not everything oh man. Not everything in most cases has to be 100% optimal in order to secure a win. Most cases, you got a little bit of tolerance to, I wouldn't even say make some mistakes, but, you know, some suboptimal plays. Suboptimal does not always imply bad, you know? Just that there's something better. That's why there's you know, gradations there. You know, worst, worse, bad, good, better, best. The second best is still pretty freaking good, you know? The Tampa Bay Lightning are still a solid NHL team, no question about it. I would like to get the compass. Actually, maybe I'd like to get Blue Candle. When I already have good tiers, I kind of feel like Blue Candle's not as worth it. Because, they kind of like compete with one another in a destructive way. Like my tiers, if I'm using my tiers, I'm not using Blue Candle. If I'm using Blue Candle, I'm not using my tiers. So it creates kind of a weird competition there that I'm not a huge fan of. What do we have? Bad gas? Explosive diarrhea. That's just a wonderful combination. We still have an item room to go to. We're still like 3.5 minutes ahead of schedule for Boss Rush. That was a terrible series of pills. And no deal with the devil. So I'm pretty disappointed with the way this floor's gone. But we did get Able. Let's not forget about that. That Able pickup is going to make all the difference. I don't want to take the tick because I don't want any lifesteal. Infestation is not very good. That's not what I meant to do. Infestation is pretty bad. And this floor just continues to be, like, pretty much universally disappointing. Unless... No, even that is, like... I mean, it's better than any of the other pills we were going to take down with us, but so what? Could look for a second secret room. I don't really care. I think we're just going to go. And I don't even have any bombs to blow up the donation machine with. It is true that we could possibly get enough money to buy it naturally if we just shoot all the poop. But what, am I made of time? Am I some kind of being composed of the 4th dimension? Like, no, I don't. I'm composed mostly of meat and then like a lot of water as well. I mean, some of the water is in the meat, but they're not mutually exclusive. But you get the idea. I'm not composed of time. Last time I checked. I'm gonna use my keys here just for shits and giggles, and I kind of like it. I'm also gonna bombs our keys so we get 2 keys instead of just the 1. I picked up the fucking red heart. Oh, you idiot. Oh, you dummy. Okay, that's okay. We're gonna lose some damage there, but life goes on. Because of Cricket's head, our damage is still pretty good. It's just gonna slow us down by, you know, a pretty terrible factor. But that's okay, because we got a huge speed advantage over where we are in the game already. There's terrible damage again. Let's try not to make that a habit. I mean, that's the real danger. Lose Whore of Babylon state, all of a sudden you start to take damage you otherwise wouldn't be taking, and, you know, you hemorrhage Spirit Hearts that are supposed to protect you in Whore of Babylon, and as a result you find yourself unable to safely get down to that Whore of Babylon state, and, you know, then, you know, your run is just a slow descent. This is a suboptimal play that is also bad. Oh my lord. It's a health downgrade. I think we stick with the Empress for now. Health downgrade is good. In fact, I could use it instantly to get into the Whore of Babylon state. And I gotta admit that I'm sort of tempted to do that. I know that sounds ridiculous. I would rather have the heart container, which we already do, but I'd rather it be empty so we can trade it away. But what I'd ideally, like, the reason I'm not gonna do it right away is because there is a better play existing here. Oh my god. Don't lose any more Spirit Hearts. Holy crap. All we have to do is trade away both of our red hearts, and then we go down to a Spirit Heart, at least for now, while we still have it active. And then we use the health down pill as a health up, and we stay in the Whore of Babylon state, but also get the added bonus of having that extra HP. So I do think that that's a pretty valuable way to handle things. We could just try to blow up these bomb flies next to the Tinted Rock, but I like this. It's a safe way to handle it. You know why we should have taken Blue Candle? It's for situations like this, where I kind of fuck up. The Whore of Babylon state. Then we have an ability to actually deal damage despite not being inside of it. So that would have been alright. For now, though, I'm going to try to get this cat hair out of my nose clandestinely. 16 cents does give us the opportunity to maybe get Red Candle in the shop. But I'll take anything with mapping. I'll take starter deck. The Sun card is pretty bad for us here. But we might... Did we come down here with enough money to find a shop? Or sorry, an arcade? Obviously, we came down here with enough money to find a shop that it's just ridiculous. There's our item room. This is pretty important. More raw damage upgrades would be nice. We haven't had any of that since the very first floor, basically, so... You know, you can subsist on the Whore of Babylon for a long time, but not forever. This is actually pretty good. The Parasite drop here is acceptable. Has some really cool synergies with stuff like Death's Touch, so I'm really happy about this. And it doesn't show up all that often, so just... Generally speaking, this is an item that I'm usually pretty stoked to have. This is our dream right here. This is, you know, a Guppy item followed by a Deal with the Devil with a Guppy item on it. Guaranteed. 100%. Never been more sure of anything in my adult life. Excellent, excellent. It's just Brimstone. I'm gonna take it. And now I almost feel like we just popped that health downgrade right away because we shouldn't need... anything but this to persevere here. And we're still so far ahead of schedule. We might as well explore the rest of the floor. I want to be in the Whore of Babylon state. I'm sorry. No, it seems nonsensical to deliberately nerf yourself. But in this case, I don't think it's a nerf. I think it's just a weird... It's a Magic the Gathering style buff where you hurt yourself in order to hurt the enemy a little bit more. Those are not red chests, but given our situation right now, I feel like it's totally fine for us to... you know, handle this easily. Might as well open it, even if it's not red chest. We did get a bad gas pill, so if you're taking inventory on this room, basically what we've gained so far is a slightly faster ability to kill the enemy that we wouldn't have had to fight if we didn't open this shit in the first place. So, I'm not like, I'm not thrilled as of right now with the outcome of this room. But it was also pretty quick. We're still 2 minutes ahead of schedule for boss rush, and, you know, ostensibly we'd be expecting that to get a little faster in the future. Great stuff. Great stuff. It's been a while since we've had, like, a legitimate Brimstone run. I'm excited. Yeah. Sorry, this was a big mistake. I should have taken Steam Sale first, then it comes to 22 cents instead of 30, but I'm going to take Steam Sale anyway. And I don't think we need the Spirit Heart. I think we can rely on the Spirit Hearts that we're going to get anyway. I'll get Baw with a little help from my incredibly large damage that makes it nearly impossible for enemies to hit me. Again, see, that's that Northern Lion typical joke coming out again. I get by with more syllables than it was originally intended, than with more syllables than was originally intended. Okay. I'm proud of that one. 12:15. Timing is fine. Could have done this room a little faster. Doubt it's gonna factor in too heavily regardless. Great stuff. Now we just need Dark Bum, and nothing can go wrong here. We'll say, a little disappointed we didn't get a Deal with the Devil on the last floor. We'll just pop 2 of clubs in, like, mathematically the worst way possible. Guppy's Head takes us a little bit closer, that much closer to actually finishing the Guppy Dream, at which point this run just becomes, you know, race to the finish, basically. Super Smash Bros. One more? There we go. The pill is bad gas, so I'm not that invested in that. More just concerned about, at this point, hopefully getting like a teleportation card. The sun is fine, and, you know, we could actually do boss rush if we wanted to on this run. I'm a little bit more interested in just, you know, making sure we actually get enough HP to survive, which we're probably on the borderline of right now. Blank card, son, won't you come and wash away the rain? It's pretty good, if for no other reason than the mapping. I'm just gonna do this. I don't really want 7 bombs. I'll use explosive diarrhea though, and we can actually like prevent those bombs from causing trouble to us like that. And we get Liberty Cap out of it. We got 6 cents. What do you think, Black Hole Sun? I know it's Blank Card Sun, but it sounds better this way. And if you don't agree, you can just get out. It does give us mapping. I just worry that we won't be able to use it, because if we ever pick up HP, even with like Curse of the Blind or something like that, then we'll throw ourselves out of the Whore of Babylon state every time we use it. So it's a little dangerous in that regard, but if we're like exclusively running on Spirit Hearts, it's like a little bit Necronomicon in my life mixed with a little bit of, you know, the mind on the side. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Well, I would have loved a Guppy item as well, but it solves some problems for us to get incredibly high damage and not have to worry about HP. It's really like we're 1 HP away from still being in the Whore of Babylon state. We're 2... Oh, I don't have the freaking money to get it yet. We're 2 HP away from putting ourselves out of the Whore of Babylon state, which is important. We also still have an item room to get to here, and our damage with Brimstone should be lovely. That was real bad. Oh, that was the worst tapped Brimstone of all time. Damage is good. I would have killed him in 1 Brimstone hit if I had just kept on him. I almost feel like we just shouldn't take the Eternal Heart. There's risks and rewards. The reward is obviously you have a Red Heart pedestal to give to a deal with the devil, which is just on an absolute... Okay, never mind. We don't need Blank Card Sun anymore. We already have the mapping. The reason I'm not going to take that is oh, Lord. I'm still not going to take it. This changes nothing. The reason I'm not going to take it is because I worry about Curse of the Blind HP. So, I'd rather just keep myself at no red hearts. At least until we get hit once and die and start respawning as Guppy. Which may not happen, but with my own idiocy looming large here is seeming increasingly plausible. For now, though, this is going extremely well. Death's Touch is going to help. We don't really need anything else. It would be awesome if we got 1 more defensive item or if we became Guppy. But even, like, I would expect... I think there's a 50-50 chance that we lose no lives on this run. I think there's a pretty solid chance that we just end up coasting. Even with our 1 HP right now, you know, we get some lucky Spirit Hearts or something and then we're just set. We'll take Blood of the Martyr. Liberty Cap's okay, but I'm going to take Callous because I don't trust myself. And I keep walking over creep, taking dumb damage that way. Oh. Okay, there's a key. We'll go to the shop. We do have enough money and enough keys and the Steam sale. And it's greed, unfortunately, but hey, that's the world we live in here. Did take a hit, but there you go. Just a random Spirit Heart in that chest. Lucky me, I suppose. 1.5 Spirit Hearts. Killing Mom should not be much of an issue here. That's not our secret room because I don't know where to place the bomb. I guess I'll check a little further up. Would like a Black Heart. Okay, this is fine too. You know, we've already spent all the money we can spend on the shop because there's nothing inside of the shop. That's right, there's nothing inside of the shop. How did this guy used to be a former English teacher? I've listened to him ramble without tripping that much over his words for the past 19 minutes, and he made a grammatical error. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's true. I'm lucky this video wasn't out at the time I was a teacher. That'd be very, you know, it would be a problem for me. They'd be like, what do you mean there's nothing? Is that the way that people who speak English, you know? We have arbitrary rules about grammar that ensure that communication is effectively policed, and you, sir, are flying in the face of that with your brazen grammatical errors. Okay, so we're up to 3.5. 3.5 is pretty solid. I mean, you might say I don't deserve that, but I only got hit once on this floor. It's not like it's been a complete capitulation. Last floor, walking on the spikes twice. Yeah, that was, like, god-awful. I'm not going to dispute that. Half dead. It's going to be a little slower to do more in the future because gotta wait for the foot to come down and... Oh, never mind. It's not going to be that much slower. Orbital's helping out a great deal. Now, we have to look. None of it's... Like, Rotten Baby is almost worth it, but I don't think any of that is actually well and truly worth it, to be 100% frank with you. Rotten Baby, if I didn't have a pretty decent chance of becoming Guppy, would... Wait a minute, am I already Guppy, or were those leftover flies from taking damage? I gotta admit, rate of fire is taking like a little longer than I remember. I guess probably because I got used to the slight change from the occasional Skinny Odd Mushroom Liberty Cat play. That's probably how that worked. Bombs are key. Still not interested. I'm happy with our keys right now. Got like a 75, something like that, % chance to deal with the devil here, and I am I'm interested in making that work. We're not too far away from finding out if we are going to complete our Guppy dream or if we're going to be like a little bit more glass cannon-y. It's not really a glass cannon because, you know, it's like if you had to smash the glass cannon 9 times in order to well and truly break it. That's not much of a glass cannon. Like, you could drop like a cup that's made out of ceramic and it'll break. It was more like it's a pretty strong stone cannon, honestly. But it's really slippery. Look, the metaphor doesn't well and truly hold. Apparently well and truly is my phrase of the day for whatever reason. No spirit hearts? That is a surprise. I'm not even going to blow you up. I might need this bomb to actually do something productive later. Easy fight, but I did take a hit. We definitely don't need Conquest or White Pony. And I asked for Dark Bum. It's not a Guppy item, but Dark Bum is going to be real useful. I almost said useless. It's going to be real useful for us regardless. So let's go back here, and I know there's some red hearts awaiting us. There's half of one right here. And there's, oh, well, okay. One of these days. There's 2 right there, 2.5. That should be 1 payout, almost borderline 2. Okie dokie. That is not the right way to go. We're gonna head down. Thank you. I'm almost a little bit tempted to take the pony because of the speed boost. I also just realized when I was talking about like where the heck did those flies come from, I have Guppy's head. Look, no one said I was a clever man. It was just like the other day when I finally realized that trinket idea I came up with, where pills that you've taken are identified in your HUD, is already like completely a game mechanic, alright? Sometimes I get a little bit up my own ass and I don't realize that I'm, you know, not even reinventing the wheel, just inventing the wheel with the exact same specifications that the wheel already has. Not super stoked. You know what? Never mind. I am super stoked. Humbling Bundle should pay out with more red hearts for us. I really wanted to become Guppy. Wow, that's extremely lucky. I really wanted to become Guppy, but this should allow us to get more spirit hearts to begin with, as long as we don't take damage, like, immediately. Should be okay. Gotta be honest, Curse of the Maze is totally fine for us. I would usually rather have Curse of the Maze than Curse of the Lost, and that goes double when we have mapping. And we have the map. Or sorry, we have the mind, which is, you know, the best of all mapping. Should be a very, very easy room. One more. There is a half red heart. That should be a payout. If we just wait 20 or 30 years for this guy to get it, and he didn't drop it in the wrong position. I'll take 100% of the credit for that, thank you. It takes a great director in order, you know, the chef writes the recipe, the cook makes it. And this Dark Bum, like, seething with rage. Yeah, we'll see how he likes it when I cook up some spiders. I want to see if this room is 100% red hearts, because that would be nice for us. It is. So I need to, like, deke him here. Yeah, like that. Alright, so there's like 9 red hearts there. That should be good for at least 3 or 4 payouts, maybe even more. And all of them are spirit hearts. You're too good to me. That was 5, I think. 5 spirit hearts just for 1 bomb. Pretty good trade. Better than any tinted rock that I've ever heard of. Alright, it lives. Gotta be honest with you, you stand like pretty much no chance, but I didn't quite have the fly army that we would have had if we were Guppy, so it's gonna be, unfortunately, a little bit of a longer fight than I would like here. And again, the rate of fire, it leaves a little bit to be desired. Up to the next floor. Where the heck are we gonna use this sun card? That's a darn good question. I guess we should use it on a room full of enemies we're not that fond of. I really wish I had some bombs. Like this room, it seems like a pretty good use of the sun card to me. We got 2 bombs there. No red chests, so we're not interested in that. We'll use one bomb here. One bomb here. It actually ended up working out pretty nicely, even though we didn't get Spirit Hearts from our first Tinted Rock. 2 more keys, and the goat head. Of all the items you could have given me here, the goat head was not the one that I was most looking forward to. Let's place a bomb. Is there... It's like, do I want to fight the mini-boss for the small chance that it's like Ultra or Super Pride? It's actually, yeah, it's Super Pride. And then Super Pride drops 9 lives, taking us to 3 Guppy items and 18 fucking lives. I don't know, maybe. We're killing most rooms in like a fraction of a second, so kind of seems like it would be a waste of time not to at least give it a shot. It's Gluttony, it could be fine. Actually, I'm really thankful for the Spirit Heart. I'm glad we didn't get Lard, which would have slowed us down, and also gotten rid of our invincibility, which actually has been pretty good for us, in addition to the ball of bandages we got going on. Just a little bit more here. I'm not even going to bother picking up the money, because I'm a little bit of a shit disturber, I guess. One more... Oh, man. One more juicy hit should kill him. Nope. I pushed him out of the way with his own bomb. Alright, 2 more bombs. And a lover's card. Rest assured, I'm hoping to use this lover's card. You know what? Why don't we just use it right now? Get another Spirit Heart out of it. I'm almost, like, daring him to hit me, because I want to get in there with my, my orbital. Which, weirdly enough, like, this should put it in perspective how powerful it is. It's like... That seems more valuable to me than Brimstone, even though it's just a level 1 ball of bandages. At least in terms of doing damage. Obviously, it carries much, much greater risk. But anytime I can get in there and get, like, an orbital dealing damage, it goes down way faster than it does with Brimstone, which is obviously a little bit unfair, because Brimstone's not a sustained shot or anything like that. But still, easiest fight of my life, no Curse of the Lost, and we've had, like, a really kind of casual Eve run here that we can just live with. Okay, Sad Bombs is cool. Remote Detonator is not necessary. Infestation 2 is awesome. I know we have flies, but I think I'm going to use Telepathy for Dummies for a couple of reasons. One of them is that I never get to use Telepathy for Dummies because it sucks. The other one is that this is like one of the only times it does not suck, when we have Brimstone. Piggy Bank and Spider Babby. It's alright. Gonna save Telepathy for Dummies for the big room. Should make it a little easier. Yeah, this is actually one of the very few times this item is not complete garbage. It's actually doing a lot of good stuff for us here. Man, just give me like 1 Tears upgrade. I swear to God, that's the only thing I need to take me to the next level here. Are you the last one alive? You were. Okay, 2 extra Spirit Hearts here. I thought I'd heard a chest drop over there. You know what? We should go to our secret room as well, just to see if maybe we get like a Black Lotus in there or something like that. Oh, man. Our Sad Bombs are going to be really potent as well. They don't get the Brimstone bonus, which I think is kind of bullshit. Like, I think that's something that makes sense to fix in Afterbirth if possible. But we do have Death's Touch and, like, the Cricket. Or, sorry, the Parasite. 2 Yum Hearts on this floor. We have Death's Touch and the Parasite, so there's a huge benefit to be had there. I also think that with Homing Bombs, Sad Bombs becomes even better, so... Or not Homing Bombs, Homing Tears, Sad Bombs becomes even better. So let's drop one in there. That did, like, a ton of damage. That's amazing. The Sad Bombs pick up kind of the unsung hero there. Thank you very much for watching. We're up to 21. Feeling good. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.